I thought you and Gucci got a lot of things going on together. I had in the past. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that?
I mean, you know, it's a funny situation because first of all, with last minute we in the layout, we heard about the tweet. When we heard about the tweet, I hop on, I immediately hit his phone. Like, what's up, homie? You good? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we chopped it up, you know, and long story short, from that point, I realized that homie had an issue. For whatever reason it was.
These other cats, and when
I said God was cool until he turned into a buster.
Right.
So I wasn't saying that we wasn't even cool. I said we was cool until this point right here.
Right.
What up, gang? Back with the real. You know what's the deal? Today we're diving into a story of friendship, betrayal, and beef that could have been squashed with a simple phone call. We're talking about the legendary fallout between Gussie Mane and Yo Gotti. How did these two OGs go from being tight homies to bitter enemies? Let's chop it up and break it down. But first, drop in the comments what situation you want us to cover in the next video. Let's get into it. Back in the early 2000s, hip-hop was in a completely different space. No skinny jeans, no mumble rap, and hood dudes were making it out the trap with bangers that told the stories of their struggles. Two rappers who were making a name for themselves were Yo Gotti and Gussie Mane. Both were raw, uncut, and had pure hood mentalities. They were making waves in the music scene and had solid street credentials. Gucci, the infamous ice cream man, grew up in Atlanta and became known as Mr. Zone 6. One of Gussie's most savage moments was during his beef with Young Jeezy. On May 10, 2005, Gussie was ambushed by 5 men at a friend's apartment. He fought back, and one of the attackers, later identified as Pookie Loc, Jeezy's artist, was found deleted. Gussie beat the charge on self-defense and dropped the classic Jeezy diss, The Truth. Yo Gotti, on the other hand, developed a reputation in Memphis. He was trapping from a young age and was no stranger to trouble. In 2010, a parking dispute occurred, but if Gotti and another rapper, OG Boo Dirty, were arrested, but the charges were dropped due to a lack of witnesses. Despite their rough beginnings, Gucci and Gotti clicked and started dropping hits together. Tracks like Old Money, Colors featuring Jill Santana, Ridiculous, and Bricks were fan favorites. They even released joint projects like Definition of a G and G mixtapes. But things took a turn for the worse in 2012. On October 17, 2012, Gussie was set to release his mixtape Trap God. That date was significant because it represented his brand, 1017. But Yo Gotti also decided to drop his mixtape CM7, The World Is Yours, on the same day. At first, Gotti said he didn't know they were releasing on the same day. He hit up Gucci, thinking they crashed the industry together, but Gucci didn't respond. Yo Gotti tried reaching out multiple times but got no response. Eventually, he saw something Gussie posted online and called him up. They talked, but it became clear Gussie had an issue. Not just with the release date, but because Gotti had done a song with Gussie's Ops, T.I., and Jeezy. They went back and forth, and Gotti thought things were cool. But Gussie felt disrespected. He thought Gotti was trying to ride his wave by releasing on 1017, a date significant to Gussie's brand. Gotti, out of respect, changed his release date to October 18, but the damage was done. Gussie released a diss track, and the rift deepened. He accused Gotti of turning into a buster. Publicly, they expressed different feelings. Gussie said he lost respect for Gotti, while Gotti expressed disappointment in Gussie. Adding fuel to the fire, Gotti allegedly hooked up with Gussi's now-wife, Keisha Kawoa, while Gussie was in jail. Gotti claimed he didn't know Gucci was serious about her. This disrespect, combined with the mixtape release fiasco, led to a full-blown beef. It is alleged that Yo Gotti had a romantic relationship with Keisha Kawoa when Gussie Mane was in jail. Gotti had mentioned in several interviews that he had been involved with Keisha, which did not sit well with Gussie. This revelation supposedly happened around the same time that Keisha and Gucci were becoming serious. Yo Gotti's comments about his past relationship with Keisha Kawoa were seen as disrespectful by Gussie Mane. Gucci took offense to Gotti publicly speaking about Keisha, viewing it as a breach of respect and an attempt to undermine his relationship. The tension between the two artists also spilled into their music. Gussie Mane released tracks that many interpreted as shots at Yo Gotti. In the hip-hop community, such personal matters being aired publicly often escalate feuds and lead to ongoing animosity. Gussie, struggling with lean habits, lashed out at everyone on Twitter, including Gotti. Gotti didn't feed into it but later revealed the truth about his encounter with Keisha. which might have been the real trigger for their beef. Gotti's legal troubles continue, but he used his time in jail to clean up and come back stronger. Both Gotti and Gotti have since leveled up, becoming bosses of their own successful labels. Hopefully, they can put the past behind them and maybe even collaborate again someday. That wraps it up for this video. Let us know what you'd like us to cover in an upcoming video. Thanks for kicking it with your boy. Remember, stay smart, stay safe, and stay dangerous. I'm out.